Alright guys, welcome to Prep 2024 and welcome to my gym. If you guys are wondering how my journey to 285 pounds went and how my new journey is off to a rocketing success, you're going to stick around for this video. Let's get it rolling. Alright guys, welcome to the beginning of my prep and the end of my bulk. So, I have been in a, not really a prep, but in a diet now for probably, been close to 2 months now. Unfortunately, I did not do a video whenever I reached my peak bulk, which I superseded 285 pounds. I actually came close to 300. I was weighing in at 298 pounds. So that is 13 pounds heavier than what I actually wanted, or my actual goal weight was. But I still had my abs, so I just kept on going. I will put a photo up now of what I look like. Definitely a little bit hazy still, but I had some vascularity across the top of my chest still, and you can see the top 4 abs. So I could have pushed it to 300, but honestly, I was tired of eating all the freaking food. I was putting down 7,000 to 8,000 calories a day, just pushing down as much food as I possibly could. I believe I was eating about 20 servings of rice a day, or 20, it might have been 25 servings of rice, and I think 10 servings of chicken, and dumping, I think I had a total of anywhere from 9 to 12 servings of olive oil per day on that as well. And then every night I was having a quart and a half of ice cream or a Ben & Jerry's ice cream, usually trying to find the highest calorie one that I could get my hands on, and eating protein oatmeal in the morning. I was eating every freaking hour. It was ridiculous. And I was hating food. I love food, but I really, really hated it at that point in time. So I am back now to where I actually enjoy eating again. I am down a total of almost 50 pounds. I'm down to 248 pounds. So I started my diet, I guess you'd call it, at the beginning of December, end of November, somewhere in that time frame. And I did not slash my calories too bad. I dropped them down to 5,000 calories. And I dropped a lot of water weight really quickly. So this is part of my journey now in my 2024 prep. I dropped like 15 pounds in a matter of like 2 weeks, just from not forcing down so many carbs and food. I didn't have all the glycogen in my muscles, and I actually started to drop some weight. And after the first 2 weeks, after I dropped it to 5,000 calories, I dropped it again to 3,500 to 4,000 calories, somewhere in that range. And I continued to drop weight at about 3 to 4 pounds a week consistently the whole way up to about 2 weeks ago. 2 weeks ago, I decided I was going to drop my calories even further to 2,500 calories, which is about 1,000 calorie to 1,500 calorie deficit for me. And honestly, I didn't lose any more weight. Now, I did lose body fat. So I am adding on muscle while I am dropping body fat, essentially turning the fat into muscle. Technically, you really can't do that, but that's essentially what it is. You're gaining muscle while you're losing fat. You're recomping. So I did phenomenal with that. I believe throughout the entirety of the bulk, I have put on about 10 pounds of muscle. So I am sitting at 250 right now, and I am at the same leanness as the beginning of the last cut at like 237, 240. So I believe I put on about 10 pounds. I'll know exactly how much I added on whenever I get down to competition ready. I believe I'll be competing right around 235 is where I think my sweet spot is going to be at. If I have to go below it, I have to go below it, but that's where I think I'll be on stage at. That's the goal anyways. So I dropped the 2,500 calories and I had some side effects that I did not like. Whenever you drop your calories too low, of course, your energy expenditure, your body's going to shut your metabolism down, and it's going to do so pretty quickly. So within like 2 days of me dropping my calories from 3,500 to 2,500, I lost a lot of energy. I wasn't fidgeting around as much, and my sex drive dropped drastically, and that's something that I value and I really don't want to lose until maybe like the last month of prep. It's like something that it's going to happen. It's like the last month or 2 weeks of prep. So I cranked my calories back up. I'm feeling a lot more energetic, and I feel like I could conquer the world right now, having the extra 1,000 calories in my diet. It's ridiculous. But I'm going to maintain probably 3,000, 3,500 calories. If I'm not really hungry that day, I'm not going to force down like an extra 500 calories. But if I am hungry, I'll eat the extra 500. That's just how I'm going to diet with this for the next probably at least 4 to 6 weeks, somewhere in that range. And then I'm going to start dialing in my nutritions a little bit more, tracking sodium intake and everything meticulously to figure out exactly where I need to be at to lose the weight, be stage ready. This is just like a sort of loose diet until I get down to a certain point. And after you get below 10% body fat, you have to be meticulous with everything to sort of keep on losing weight, because your body fights you every inch of the way. So yeah, let's go into some of the lifts that I was doing while I was fully bulked. So my squat went from a total of 385 pounds is the most that I did for a full depth rep. And I know it is a very weak squat, but the squats are my weak point. I'm 6'3", so like I have a lot of distance to travel for one thing. And another thing, I've just never been really strong at squat. I've been really strong at leg press. I've been really strong at Smith press, squats, everything but the free weights. I just don't know whether I don't do it enough or what it is. I've been able to build my legs up drastically, and I don't know whether it's me doing more squats or just me pushing my legs harder than ever recently. But my squats went from 385 up to 530 pounds for 1 rep max. So it made a drastic improvement, and I have been doing squats a lot more recently. So my deadlifts did not climb that much. My deadlifts went from 600 to 635 pounds, but I did not train a whole lot of deadlifts. I did maybe a deadlift maybe once a week at most, once every 2 weeks. And most of the time I didn't do 1 reps. I stuck to like 5 to 10 reps with those. So I just didn't go very hard on deadlifts. It's just one of those exercises where I enjoy doing it, but at the same time, it's such a high risk exercise that it's not something that I'm comfortable with doing consistently. I want to make sure my back's fully healed and fresh before I do anything. And then even then, to push a 1 rep is like, I gotta be brave that day basically. So it went up 35 pounds, which is still a pretty good improvement, I think. And then my bench press made a drastic improvement. If you have watched any of my videos, I believe I mentioned that I hit, on my last bulk, 455 pounds was my PR on bench press. Bench has always been my strong suit. I contributed to having strong triceps. So I got 455 last bulk. I was weighing 265 whenever I hit that. This bulk, I hit 500 pounds on bench press, which is phenomenal because whenever I was weighing 298, I did 495. and then I dropped 20 pounds in mid-December, then hit the 500 pounds. So dropping 20 pounds of body weight and still hitting a PR was astronomically impressive for me. I was loving life that day. So that was great. That's all my 3 lifts that my strength has gone up on. Of course, all the ancillary exercises as well have all gone up with strength too, along with the compound movements. So that's about all the updates I have now. I will be making more workout videos on how I've trained some of my styles of lifting to, I think, further benefit the muscle gains. I mean, I'm not a powerlifting expert, but as far as building muscle goes, I have contributed a lot of time and a lot of research into figuring out the best ways to build muscle and all the ways that I've figured out personal experience. So I can research all I want, but the ways that I put on here is the ways that I've personally figured out that work best for me to build muscle. Not saying they're gonna work best for you, but some of the tips and tricks that I put on here, they might just help you out enough that we can gain some more muscle. So I'm gonna end this video here with that update, and you guys should like and subscribe to the channel. It would mean a lot, and also ring the bell so you get a notification whenever I put one up. And yeah, just follow along with this journey, and I'll be giving you guys tips all along the way on how you guys can improve your diet, you can improve your lifting technique so you aren't getting hurt, and you can improve your muscle gains. So with that, I'm going to end it. I'll see you guys next time.